Welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're working on this Toro Recycler. It's the 20331 and we're going to be swapping out a new carburetor. So first things first, you want to make sure that the gas tank is empty or that you cinch the line so that no gas comes out once you get started pulling the carburetor off. From here we're just going to loosen the screw. That's an 8mm or a flathead screw. Take off the air filter cover. Pop out the air filter. Now you're going to want to make life easier. So what you're going to need to do is get yourself a Phillips. You're going to take the top of the recoil housing off. And that's held on by those two screws. Set those to the side and pull the cover back. That way we have easier access to everything on top of the carburetor with our linkages here. So the next thing we're going to want to do is swap that back out. And I'm going to go back to the 8mm. And we're going to loosen the 3 screws. Hold the back of the air filter cover housing on. Okay, I'm going to gently pry back on that, and you can see the vent tube down here that sets in the back of the housing here. And we're going to clean that up too because that's pretty dirty. Okay, then we'll loosen the governor spring over here. You might need needle nose pliers just to get it up and over. Probably be easier if I did that. There we go. Next we're going to break this 1/4 inch nut loose. I guess it's a bolt, not a nut. Okay, and you can detach this spring here just to make things a little easier, but we got to remember to put that back then. We'll move that out of the way. 10mm bolts that are on either side holding the carburetor in position. They're pretty dirty, but they're back there. We'll break those loose quick. There's one. There's 2, and we'll pull those out. Break that loose, just like that. Now from here, there is a clamp on the hose line. So get a pair of pliers. I'm going to squeeze those, slide it back, pry off the fuel line, and then we'll be able to maneuver the carburetor around and get the last linkage out of the top here. I should also note that sometimes it's easier to leave the fuel line or the carburetor attached and take the fuel line off first, just because if you need to tug on it, it's easier to do it that way, but this one slipped right off. Now we can twist the carburetor into the position we need to get it off the bend of that clip. And off comes the old carburetor. So the new kit comes with the carburetor, an O-ring, and a gasket. And you can see here's the old O-ring, so we need to remove that. And once that's off, what I'm going to do is plug the hole here, and I'm going to wipe everything down around here so it doesn't have the chance of getting sucked in here someday. That's mostly cleaned up now, so I'm going to pull that out and attach our new O-ring. I'm going to grab our new carburetor, and like I said, we're going to maneuver that around until that little Z-clip fits into that hole right here on the top. Twist it over, and then we'll line everything up, and I'll show you here in a second. Alright, we have that in there, so we're going to slide the carburetor over that lip. And then we're going to reattach a few things. One being this link back here. That's going to set right here. This link here has a clip. It's going to tuck in right between this crease here and underneath. Then our 1/4 inch bolt is going to go down in here. One thing you want to make sure you do is this little notch right here needs to go in right there. So you got to make sure that that's all lined up. Once we do that, we can go ahead and start our 10mm bolts back on the carburetor on either side, and then we can attach our fuel line. We'll be back in a second. Take a second pulling these bolts off, 10mm bolts. Okay, and then we'll tighten these back up. I got you propped up against the impact drill, so I gotta lose the angle here. You want to go slow to start, just to make sure you don't cross thread anything. Okay. Really shouldn't be using this to get it started. Like I said, you can cross thread it real quick, and that's no bueno. So I want to make sure you guys see everything. We got the notch here lined up, so that just the butterfly inside, that's all good. The spring that came over here, we had it right into this little bump, and the spring here attaches back down here. I want you guys to make sure you saw that. Now we can pull our fuel line back and reattach it down here to the carburetor on the inlet side. I should mention that the carburetor, Hipa, I got it from Hipa, and they have a spring sale right now with 30% off their products, free shipping to the United States. It's running today, the 28th through May 4th, so if you want to take advantage of some good products at a discount, go to Hipastore.com, and I'll put the link in the description where I got this. So from here we have just a few more things. We have our gasket that sits here, and then we'll put our next cover piece on, and that presses nicely inside the slots. Okay, and then we'll spin this around, make sure this gets connected down at the bottom, and then we'll reinstall our 3 screws from earlier. Okay, now we'll grab the air filter, air filter housing, tighten that back up. We'll put our recoil cover back on. If it doesn't line up, you just got to pull on the string a little bit, and then everything lines up. Attach our 2 Phillips screws, and we'll see if this thing starts. Now it might not start because it might not have enough fuel in it, but it might. We'll give it a tug here. Go. So that's how you swap out the carburetor on this Toro Recycler. Again, take advantage of those discounts over there at Hipastore.com, and I'll put the link in the description where I got this part. Thank you for watching. See you next time from the Neighborhood Go-To Guy.